Assalamu alaikum my friends, welcome to my channel Learn Quranic Arabic with Shazia. We are on the lesson number 2 in Quranic Arabic about the feminine nouns. So before I start my new video with the feminine nouns, these are the answers for the exercise on the masculine nouns of lesson number 1, and I will be posting the link for the PDF of lesson number 2 in the description box, so you can download the PDF, and it has the answers, so you can look for the answers in the PDF. And now I will start the lesson number 2 about feminine nouns. Now we see the lesson number 2, what it has here. We have feminine nouns. We will be learning about the feminine nouns and some writing rules on demonstrative pronoun. This is actually not rules, but it is about the difference of script. As I told you, we will be doing the Uthmani script, so it is quite different from the standard Arabic text that you find in normal books. So usually it is written differently or printed differently. So we should get accustomed with the Usmanic script, as you will be reading a lot of ayahs from the same script. So learning about the word imra means the woman. There is a small detail on this word. So we should touch this detail on the word imra, because later it does make a lot of confusions. Learning about hamzatul wasl. Now here it's I will touch this topic very lightly, because I will do hamzatul wasl and hamzatul qatta with the letter hamza, and I will be posting that video very soon. So if you want to know in detail about hamzatul wasl and qatta, you can watch the video on the step by step book on letter hamza. So I will touch this topic very quickly. And rules on the command words, this is very important, and we will do this in this lesson. And how do you recognize the feminine nouns? So I have been giving you details on how to recognize the feminine nouns in this lesson. They have given only one sign, but I will give you one or two signs more. There are a lot of things to be there are a lot of signs to know, but here one or two signs are given, so I will just do that. And then we have 7 special feminine nouns. This is also very important topic here. And hamzatul wasl, that it starts with kasra. We will do this later on. Feminine adjectives, we will touch adjectives with the feminine nouns. So let's start and do the lessons. Here you can see the phrases, as these phrases are from the Quran, but they are not complete ayahs. They are not complete sentences. They are just part of an ayah. And you can see the difference in the script. This is the standard Arabic, and here it is the Quranic script, Uthmani script. And now in the first phrase, or in the first example, as you can see, وَامْرَأَةً مُؤْمِنَةً. As you can see here, the alif, actually it looks like an alif, but it's not. You cannot call this letter as an alif. It is a hamza. And all the details I will be giving in the video for hamza letter, but right now I'm not going into detail. Just know that this is not letter alif. This is a letter hamza, and it is called a hamzatul wasl. How do I know that this alif is hamzatul wasl? By seeing the half sad over this seat. Actually it is a seat on which the sign comes and tells you that it is a particular letter hamza, and it is a hamzatul wasl. From wasala, this letter has been written on this seat to tell you that it is hamzatul wasl. That's why it is called hamzatul wasl, means to connect. And what does it connect? when you read and when you learn tajweed, we cannot read each and every word differently. Wa, as if you are reading wa imra'atan mu'minatan. You cannot read Quran like that. There is a specific rule of reading a Quranic ayah, and that is called tajweed. So here, how are you going to read wamra'atan mu'minatan? Did I pronounce alif or hamza one sound, one count? Here, did I read wa imra'atan? No, I read wamra'atan. My sound was connecting with the meme, and I skipped totally the hamzatul wasl here. I skipped totally the hamzatul wasl here. As you can see, wamra'atan mu'minatan. So that's how, what the hamzatul wasl tells us, to continue with the sound directly to the other letter. The moment you see there is a hamzatul wasl between letters or between words, you need to omit the hamzatul wasl. But there is another rule: when hamzatul wasl starts the ayah, or it starts a sentence, then you have to read hamzatul wasl. But in this case, if I remove the wow, I'm just explaining, I'm not changing anything that has come in the Quran, just trying to explain you. If there is no wow here and this word is starting a sentence, imra, then you will pronounce the hamzatul wasl, imra'atan mu'minatan. Since there is a wow, and that's why I need to continue my sound from wow to meme. From wow, I directly go to meme. Wamra'atan. So these are the rules for hamzatul wasl. And now you can see the translation, and a believing woman. All these words will be repeated in the exercises, so you can pick the vocabulary from here only. So believing means mu'mina, and this is a feminine noun. As you can see, there is a ta marboota in both of them, right? So the next phrase is fi jannatin aliyatin. So you can see a ta marboota here and the ta marboota here. Both are feminine. And this is the sign of femininity when you see a ta marboota with any noun. Fi jannatin aliyatin means in lofty paradise. Aliyah means high. And here, hayyatun. Hayyatun means snake. And this is actually in English, snake is a male noun, right? And I think it's not a male noun, but the gender is not revealed clearly. But in Arabic, everything has a gender, be it as it's an object, or it's a country name, or it's the name of anything. Everything has a gender. So it has a ta marboota at the end, so we say that hayyatun is a feminine noun. So hiya is here, and as you can see in the Uthmanic script, the ya is written without a dot. So you need to check this also, how this ya is written in Uthmanic script, and in the standard Arabic you can see the two dots. So it's a ya in Uthmani script. Hiya hayyatun. So the pronoun is also taken as a feminine pronoun for this noun. If the noun is feminine, everything will be feminine in the sentence regarding that noun. And now we see the al-akhirata. This is the phrase number 4. Al-akhirata hiya darul qarar. Al-akhirah. Now you can see there's a ta marboota, so this noun is feminine. And what I told you here, this is hamzatul wasl starting the sentence. So now I'm going to pronounce this al-akhirata. I'm not skipping it. I'm pronouncing it since it is starting a sentence. So it is the rule of hamzatul wasl. Al-akhirata hiya And why this hiya pronoun is coming? Because it is referring the al-akhirah. This noun is feminine. That's why hiya is coming here. Hiya dar. What is this akhirah? So the explanation of akhirah is coming. The explanation is hiya darul qarar. Dar means house. And qarar means home of residence. And now here is some details of the hamzatul wasl. I will share it after we come to the topic on hamzatul wasl later in this lesson. And phrase number 5, hadhihi. As you can see, hadhihi is written with ha, the, and he. And there is a small alif saghira here. That's why I'm prolonging it as 2 counts. Hadhihi. But it is never written as ha, alif, the, and he. It's never written with the alif. It is because of the difference in the script. Hadhihi. Now, what is this hamzatul wasl doing in between an ayah? What is the rule when it comes in between an ayah? Hadihil, I'm going directly from ha to lam. And hamzatul wasl is totally cancelled, omitted. Hadihil hayatud dunya. Now, this lam is omitted with the hamzatul wasl. Why? Because this lam is lam shamsiya. How do you recognize lam shamsiya and lam qamariya? These are the rules that I have discussed in my step-by-step book with the letter ha. It all has about the lam taareef, lam shamsiya and qamariya, so you can go and watch that video, and I'm not going to touch those details here right now. So this is the lam shamsiya, and when lam shamsiya comes, how do you recognize? The next letter has a shadda over it, so you recognize this lam doesn't have a haraka on it, so you know that this lam is totally omitted. When lam shamsiya comes, it does not carry any haraka over it, and the letter after it has a shadda. So that is the recognition point for lam shamsiya. And what is the rule for lam shamsiya? When it comes, it is not pronounced, totally omitted with the hamzatul wasl. And this lam has a sukoon above it. And this shows that it is lam qamariya. Another point, how to recognize lam qamariya? The next letter does not carry a shadda. So that shows that this is lam qamariya and you need to pronounce this lam. So how are you going to read? Hadhil hayatud dunya. Dunya, and this has a long vowel 2 counts. And this is how you read in Quranic ayah. It is the worldly life. Haya means life and dunya means world. So it is a worldly life. The 6th phrase is hadihin. Now how do you recognize this is the lam shamsiya? No haraka over the lam. And the next letter has a shadda. So this is definitely a lam shamsiya. So hazihin nar. You totally omit the hamzatul wasl and the lam. As hamzatul wasl is coming in between line, in between words, 2 words, the moment it is in between 2 words, you need to cancel hamzatul wasl. It tells you to join your sound, your recitation with the letters omitting the hamza sound, that is the a sound. Hazihi nar, as it is seen in standard Arabic, the translation is this is the fire. Now here we see hazihi shajaratu. As you can see, this is lam shamsiya. So many lam shamsiya coming. So hazihi shajarata. And this is the feminine nouns. That's why demonstrative pronoun for femininity is taken. Shajara is tree. And this noun is feminine in Arabic. How do we know? The ta marboota is there. Now the next one is hadihi. Now, the moment you see these small symbols, as we did in our introductory lesson for Quranic script, as you see these small letters, you know that you need to prolong the sound of E. This is a small ear, so you need to prolong the sound with two counts. Ha, and this alif saghira also tells you the sound of ha is being prolonged for two counts. Hadihi naqatullahi. The same lam shamsiya is here in the lafzul jalala. Naqatul. I'm going direct to the lam with shadda. Naqatullahi. Uh, and completely omitting hamzatul wasl and the lam shamsiya here. So this is the she camel of Allah. Naqa means the she camel, the feminine camel is called naqa in Arabic. So naqatullahi. So the she camel of Allah. Now here you can see hamzatul wasl is starting an ayah, starting sentence. So we will pronounce this hamza, the sound of a. One count. Imra'ata Nuhin wa imra'ata Lutin. So you cannot say here as if you're reading continuously, you cannot say wa imra'ata. If I continue my recitation, I will recite as if I start from here. Imra'ata Nuhin wa imra'ata Lut. So I'm completely omitting hamzatul wasl. Imra'ata Nuhin wa imra'ata Lut. So that's how you continue your recitation. That is the job of hamzatul wasl, to tell you please do not discontinue your sound of recitation whenever you see me in between the words. So it is the wife of Nuh and the wife of Lut. And here ayatam. Now you recognize these small symbols with meme. Actually, it is the tanween fathatain, and this meme tells you that check the next letter. The next letter is ba. So this is from the merging sound. Whenever you see small meme, check the next letter. If there is a ba, you know that the sign of merging comes here. I mean the rule of merging. It is the tajweed rule of merging. So you will merge your sound from ayatam, ayatam. Like you need to make a ghunna of meme. Ayatam bayyina. So that's how you read. And ayatan, if I'm reading normal standard Arabic, then I can read ayatan bayyinatan. Bayana means evident sign. So these all new vocabularies are used in the exercises. You can just try to collect all these new vocabularies. Washamsi. So what do you know about this wow? The coming noun has a kasra. Washamsi waduhaha. In the surah Shams, you can see washamsi. Allah is uh, taking an oath. He can take oath on all things that he has created, but we humans cannot take an oath on any objects, on anyone, except Allah, on Allah, in some circumstances, in some emergency. Not every time in your daily talks or in daily life schedule, but in sometimes when it is necessary. So washamsi. Seeing the kasra in the coming noun tells us that this is waw al-qasm. So here is some writing rules, as I have already explained about hadha. The word hadha is written in standard Arabic, as you can see here how it is written. But in Quranic script, how is it written? It's with ha. You can see a small saghira alif, as we did, as you can check in the table of phrases, and we prolong the sound with two counts. هذه. In line number 1, the word mu'minatan. In Quranic script, what you can see is there is a shadda on meme, but it is due to some tajweed rules. When you learn tajweed, you will understand why shadda is coming. But know that in proper Arabic, no word starts with shadda. So this is very important point. No word starts with shadda. Please keep this in mind. Very important. This is just due to some tajweed rules. And then we come to line number 4, Hamza and Alif. As we have one count here and one count here, comes after laam taareef. Now there is something to be explained here, and I have already done in my whiteboard. Let's go to my whiteboard. Now, as I discussed about the laam qamariya, the Hamza is from the Qamariya letters. As you can see here, all these letters are Qamariya letters, and I have done this in the videos of my step-by-step book, but just to make you remember again, and for some, if the rules are not known for some, then I'm repeating these rules again. As you can see, especially the word Hamza, when it comes with laam at-taareef here. When it comes with laam at-taareef, how it is written? As you can see, this is alif and lam. And how do you attach with alif and lam? It's like alif, and then in Arabic, we do write like this. Either way, you can write as this and putting an alif in between and writing a hamza over it. So when the hamza and alif comes, it is written either like this or like this. Any way you can write. So this is from the Qamariya letters, and when it comes, it's written like this. And you can see the Qamariya letter when they come, or the Qamariya lam. Know that there will be a sukoon on the lam, and the next letter you will see it is a normal letter with a fatha, and there is no shadda. So this is the explanation for the hamza coming with the lam at-tarif. This is lam at-tarif. So here you can see the laam at-tarif, the alif or the hamza here, hamzatul wasl and lam. It has a sukoon above it, and the alif or hamza is written with the lam. Either you write like this or anything. Now we come to the word imrah. Know that imrah is a word. It's written in, you can write it with the ta marboota also and with the open ta also. So what is the difference between the two? The word imrah means woman and is written with ta marboota at the end. The ta marboota you see here, and it is a feminine noun. And in the other phrase, it was written as with the open ta. Why was it written with the open ta? Means whenever you see the word imra with the open ta, know that it is referring to the wife of, and it's written with the open ta at the end. This is how you recognize in the Quran whenever it speaks of wife of. Whenever you want to say wife of someone, then you write with the open ta and not with the ta marbuta. So this is the difference. And let's do the hamzatul wasl rules. So here comes the hamzatul wasl. As I have already told you that hamzatul wasl is a most important point how to recognize is you will not find any vowel written above the hamzatul wasl in standard Arabic. But in Quranic script, you will find a half sad over this alif. This shows you that it is a hamzatul wasl. So it is much easier to recognize in the Uthmani script, which shows you with this sad that this is a hamzatul wasl. But in standard Arabic, as it is written here, you cannot find a sad on this seat actually. And the lam has a sukoon to tell you this is lam al-qamariya. So I have told you to recognize the hamzatul wasl and how to read the hamzatul wasl. If it comes in between, you need to totally omit. And from ta marboota directly go to laam. Hamzatul wasl. And if you start with it, you should know the relevant vowel it has. Now, there are a lot of words which usually what happens when hamzatul wasl comes, a lot of time it has a fatha, and there are rules when it comes, it is pronounced with a kasra. So we will see how and when we should do that. So in laam taareef, as this is the al of definition, when you add alif and lam to some noun, it becomes definite. That's why it is called al of definite. In Arabic, it's called laam taareef. And it usually comes with a fatha. And this this alif comes with a fatha. And here al-akhirah. Now in the example you have seen the word al-akhirah. So we read this letter with the fatha al-akhirah. Whenever you read the lam at-tarif with any noun, how do you read this letter? With the fatha. Always with the fatha. Always with the fatha. When you start reading any word that you start reading, you read as al akhira, al kitabu, al imraatu, and al jannah, al rajul, al maktab. So we apply fatha on this letter, right? Now there are some nouns here, and they are called 7 particular nouns. This is very important, very important. These are 7 particular nouns that starts the hamza, but hamzatul wasl has a kasra with it. It starts with a kasra. So what are those nouns? It's ism, ibn, ibna, imru. Imru means man. Imru and Imrah. So as you can see, the difference, Imru, Imrah, both starts with the kasra, Ithnan and Ithnatan. This is the dual form of the same word, Ithnan. And this is the feminine ithnatan, as there is a femininity of ta here, and this we will learn in the chapter of duals. So right now don't just go into any details, and just know that this is the feminine form of the same word of ithnan. This is male word ithnan, and this is the female word ithnatan, and both start with kasra. So these are the 7 nouns that starts with kasra. And now we come to the command verbs. How do you find the harakas on the command words? And all the command words in Arabic, except some few, they start with this letter hamzatul wasl. And how do you read? Like right now we did, sometimes the hamzatul wasl starts with kasra. There are 7 particular nouns, some with the fatha and some with the dhamma, for example. So how will you know the harakas? So now you know the hamzatul wasl that starts with kasra. These are the 7 nouns, and they will never change, never change. They will always start with kasra. And many other like random nouns we read with lamat tarif, they all start with a fatha. We know this. The first point, we know those which start with fatha are the lamat tarif. This hamzatul wasl comes in the lamat tarif. And then the hamzatul wasl comes in these, this is the second one which starts with kasra, those 7 nouns which comes with kasra. And now we come to the third point, where you will find this rule applying only on the command verbs. Verbs, I should write verbs, not words. It should be verbs. So only in command verbs this rule applies, and all these two rules applies on the nouns, and this third rule applies on the command verbs only. So let's see what are the command rules when you find any command verbs. So the first one, for the dhamma, when do you read hamzatul wasl with the dhamma? So the first one is dhamma. Hamzatul wasl will have a dhamma. As example, uktub. Now, there is a rule how to recognize this hamzatul wasl should have which haraka. Now, when you read in Quran or in any standard Arabic, usually there are, sometimes there is a haraka, sometimes it's not. So how you are going to know that which haraka should be here? How should I read it? Iktub or uktub or aktub? Check the third letter. So the first letter starts with this hamzatul wasl, the second letter, and the third letter. The third letter is the ta. What haraka does it have? If it has a dhamma, put a dhamma on the hamzatul wasl. That's how you will know that this command verb should start with a dhamma. Uktub. And how do I know this is a command verb in Arabic? Check the last letter. It will always have a sukoon. Always have a sukoon. But sometimes you will not find a sukoon in Uthmani script, but some harakas. But it doesn't mean that it's not a command. I will show you some examples from the Quran at the end of the lesson, inshallah. So how you are going to read uktub? Because the letter ta, the third letter, has a dhamma. So this is the letter for the dhamma. Now comes the fatha and the kasra, both. Okay, both of it. This rule applies for both fatha also and kasra also. What happens when hamzatul wasl will have a kasra? Now ifta, for an example, they have given ifta. Ifta means to open. Open. When you are commanding somebody, saying open. And uktub means to write. You are commanding a student to tell him or her to write. So here ifta. How do I know this hamzatul wasl will be having a kasra? Count 1, 2, and 3. The third letter is having a fatha. Right? Now, if the third letter has a fatha or a kasra, sometimes the third letter may have a kasra, then in both the case, the hamzatul wasl will have a kasra. This is the second rule. And the third letter having a fatha, for example, istiqama. Now here, if the ta was having a fatha. In this example, the ta is having a kasra. The third letter, 1, 2, and 3. The third letter is having a kasra. In both the cases, the hamzatul wasl will have a kasra, and we will read as ifta and istiqama, because the third letter is having a kasra here. In this case, in ifta, it was having a fatha. So the fatha with the alaf definition. So now this is the first. In the nouns, where does fatha comes in hamzatul wasl? In the alaf definition, right? And kasra comes with the 7 nouns. In the noun case, when you come across the 7 nouns, then you will find a kasra in the hamzatul wasl. And the third letter of the word, if it has a fatha or a kasra in the commands, then you will find a kasra under the hamzatul wasl and a dhamma when you find the third letter has a dhamma on the hamzatul wasl. So these are the rules. Now know that this is only for the command verbs. This case is for the command verbs in Arabic. And 1 and 2, these are the cases for the nouns, laam, taareef, and the 7 special nouns. This is the only difference in these two and this two. This deals with command verbs and these two deals with nouns. Now we come to the feminine nouns. After so many rules, these rules that I have done is very, very important in Arabic grammar. You should be doing it again and again, revising and making a note of it, everything. These are the rules, small detailings that is very helpful to build your strong foundation in Arabic grammar. Please don't skip any details here, that whatever I'm discussing in these lessons, please try to make the notes, anything that you can make any notes of any small detail, even on letters. Even the letters, the small detailings with the letters are also important in Arabic grammar. So now we come to the feminine nouns. How do you recognize the feminine nouns here? These are all feminine. How do you recognize the ta marboota at the end? This is the first sign that will tell you that all these nouns are the feminine nouns, right? And here they are nakira, because no laam taareef, you can find no laam taareef. These are all nakira, right? Nakira means indefinite. Indefinite. And these you can find with laam taareef. Now, with laam taareef, there is no haraka on this letter. So how are you going to read it, because it's a random noun? And then what rule did we do with the laam taareef? And when you read any noun with laam taareef, and if there is no haraka on this letter, we will always take a fatha. So this hamzatul wasl starts with a fatha when it's a laam taareef. So here comes al. How will you pronounce? Will you pronounce the al? No, we will not pronounce the al here, because the next letter is with shadda. So what this lam is from Shamsiya letter, some Shamsiya lam. So we will say ash-shajaratu. Similarly, this is lam at-tarif. Al-hayyatu. We will pronounce this lam, because the next letter does not carry a shadda. So this is lam qamariya, pronouncing lam. Then al-hayyatu. Al-hayatu. This is the life. As you can see, there is no shadda here. So these are all feminine nouns, and the rules with the al, hamzatul wasl. Now we come here with the feminine nouns. Whenever you see a feminine noun, know that we will always use the feminine pronoun, that is the hiya, for she or it. Even if it's an object or a thing, we will use hiya for it. Hadhihi for demonstrative pronoun, and tilka for demonstrative pronoun for far. Far, this is for near. We say as qareeb and ba'id. Tilka for ba'id, and this is for feminine. Tilka mu'minatun means that is a female believer. So usually the female is not written here, but to tell you that this is a feminine noun, is tilka mu'minatun. You can never use dhalika. You cannot use dhalika mu'minatun. If it is a feminine noun, you have to use the feminine demonstrative pronoun, feminine demonstrative pronoun for near things, or feminine pronoun here for it and she. And here imra'atun. Here, this is a woman, so you will use a feminine pronoun for it. And here it's naqa, it's camel, and we know it's a feminine camel. That's why we are using here, and it's an animal, so we should be using for animal also. And there is no word in Arabic as it is in English as it. So we use here for feminine, human, animal, object, or idea, as we learned in the previous lesson in masculine nouns. When the word feminine, muannath, please memorize the Arabic terms. Muannath, the pronoun or the damir. Pronouns are called damir in Arabic. The demonstrative pronouns are called ismul ishara, muannas as well. When you come across a feminine noun, know that, as we did in our previous lesson for masculine nouns, the pronoun, the damir, ismal isharas, everything will be used as feminine. As here we did hiya or hadihi or tilka. So let's move on to the next topic. Now comes the recognition. How there are a lot of nouns in Arabic that does not have a ta marbuta. So how are you going to recognize whether it's a feminine or a male noun? So let's see. And this is very important. Please, these small detailings are very, very important in Arabic. Please pay attention. How do you recognize these feminine nouns? There are ta marbutas. As you know, this is a very common point in Arabic. When you see a ta marbuta at the end, it's a feminine noun. So in all the phrases in the starting of the lesson, you saw a lot of feminine nouns with ta marbuta. Secondly, you have seen most examples with the ta marbuta. And secondly, there are some plural words that can have a ta marbuta at the end, but they are not feminine. They are not feminine. And here they have not introduced or given any example, but I would like to give you an example of a word which has a ta marbuta and it's plural and it's not feminine. For example, ikhwatun. It has a ta marbuta at the end, and this means brothers. Brothers. And the singular is ah, ah, ahun. The singular is ah and ikhwatun is plural. So there you can see a ta marbuta and it is plural of ah. Ah is a male noun. And this is a male noun, but it is having a ta marbuta. So there are some exceptions in the nouns which carry a ta marbuta, but they are not male. You will come to know all these words, inshallah, very slowly. Don't just know that it is right now. It may seem very difficult or it may seem very confusing that I've been learning till now with the ta marbuta. As you can see, the feminine nouns, but now there are other rules. It will come very slowly. With grammar, you need to be very patient. Each and every details you should revise, revise and revise. So this is an example of the plural noun with the ta marbuta and its male. And now there are some feminine nouns which do not end with the ta marbuta. Now it's the opposite. It does not end with the ta marbuta, but they are still feminine. So let's see the examples. What are those nouns? The first ones are the words which refer to females. Now these nouns are feminine by meaning itself. For example, there is no ta marbuta here, but still it is feminine because from the meaning it tells you that it's a feminine. A mother is always a feminine, right? It cannot be male, so it's regarded as feminine noun in Arabic. Ukht means sister. A sister is always a female. It can never change its gender. So without a ta marbuta, it's still a feminine noun. Bint means daughter. So it's the same goes with the bint also. And second, body parts. So body parts usually come in pairs. So in Arabic, and the body part which comes in pairs are considered to be feminine. For example, eyes. And here, ayn has many meanings. For example, ayn can be a spring, water spring. It can be spy. It can be a spy. Ayn can be a well, and ayn can be an eye, and there is another meaning, but right now I cannot remember the meaning. Ayn is the, yes, evil eye. Evil eye. We also say evil eye, the ayn. and ayn means eye, also the human eye. So one, two, three, four, and five. Five meanings for ayn. So usually in Quran you will see the ayn word referring to the water spring. Aynun jariyah. If you remember this ayah, it is from the Juz 30, but which surah? I think surah. No, I can't remember right it now. It's a surah Buruj or something. I'm not sure about it. So you will find ayn a word referring to a water spring in Quran, and sometimes also it's referring to the human eye. Udhunun, ear, it's in pairs. Yad means the hand, and qadam means the foot, human foot. We have two a foot, two hands, two ears, and two eyes. So it's considered to be feminine. Other words, and yes, other words. These are the 10 nouns, as you can count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It's actually 9. So these 9 nouns are actually considered to be feminine in Arabic. And they don't have a ta marboota to tell you that it's a feminine noun. You need to memorize these nouns as they are considered to be feminine. So the first one is now. Now is considered to be feminine. And in Quran also you will see a feminine pronoun referring to nar. Nar, ard is also considered as feminine. Shams. Now in Arabic, the sun is considered, actually it is totally opposite. When you read poems in English or so in any other language, usually sun is considered to be male and the moon is considered to be feminine. But in Arabic, it's totally different. Shams is considered to be female and Qamar is considered to be male. Jahannam. Now, Jahannam is the proper name of hell actually, and Jahannam is considered to be feminine. Why feminine? Because you can see a single haraka. What is the rule behind this single haraka when you come across any name? Feminine name. They cannot carry a tanween. This is the rule for feminine names. For example, Fatimatu. Wherever you see a feminine name, you will see a single haraka only. So knowing that, okay, it has a single haraka, it's a feminine, proper Arabic feminine name. For example, there are other signs in feminine nouns. I just forgot to give you other signs also. I've repeated so many times in the lessons. Just now I remembered. The other signs from femininity is, the first one is ta marbuta. The second is the alif makhsura without a ya, without the dots. And the third one is alif mamduda. Alif mamduda. Where can you find the alif mamduda here? Where can you find here? In asma, samaa. So you can find alif and hamza here. This tells you that it's a feminine noun. So coming back to the proper feminine noun, the proper Arabic feminine noun has a single haraka, be it a dhamma or a fatha. And the second point for feminine proper Arabic name is it cannot take a kasra at any time. Any time it cannot take a kasra. Only fatha and dhamma. So this is a small detail for feminine noun. Dar is considered to be feminine. Sabil, nafs, dunya, and there is a long vowel at the end. We will also touch on this small detail with this long vowel when it comes. And now sama'un. As you can see, alif and hamza, the alif mamduda. Here it shows that it's feminine noun. So you have to memorize this 9 nouns here. And in the line 6, annar is feminine, so the demons, sorry, it's demonstrative pronoun hazihi is also feminine. And now we come to the sifa. And before I go to sifa, let me tell you about the examples of command words and the how it comes in the Quran. So now here in this example, I have taken this from the surah. It's from actually surah Tahrim. Now here you can see there is a command verb. Now command verb usually you cannot find out with the structure because it's written in a different script, right? So here is the command word. Uh, and there is a command word here, imra'atu no, oh sorry, actually it's not the command verb is here in this ayah. Now here you can see the word imra'ata. Actually it was the example for imra, the word that you did in this lesson here. Imra, how is it written here? With the complete open ta. So this is referring to the wife of Lut. It is from the surah Tahrim. That's why I gave this example for Imra'ata Nuhin wa Imra'ata Lutin. So you can see there is an open ta and it's not written with ta marboota because here it is referring to the wife of Nuh and wife of Lut. And now we will see another example I have given for commands also right now. Let me see. Here there is an example, yes, Imra'ata Fir'aun. Another example here is Imra'ata Fir'aun. That means the wife of Fir'aun. So here it's the open ta, not the ta marbuta. So this is the same ayah after the 10th ayah of Surah Muzammil. This is the same surah here. And now there is one more example from this yes, this is the surah I don't remember, it's the surah Mulk, I think. Yes, surah Mulk. These two are from the surah Mulk and you can see the command. Where is the command? Where is the command? There is here the wasbir. Now wasbir, what do you understand by wasbir? And there you can see a hamzatul wasl. This is wow atf. So if I remove this, just think of the command this. How will you know this hamzatul wasl having which haraka? Apply the same rule. Count 1, 2, and ba is the third letter. What is the ba having here? The kasra. So you will apply what? The third letter if having fatha or a kasra. The hamzatul wasl will have a kasra in both cases. So you will read as isbir, isbir. So that's how we come to know that it's a command and the ra is having a sukoon here. But there is another example here, and in this example you will see it's a command, but here hamzatul wasl is joined with fa. Actually this fa is harf atf here. It is doing the job of harf atf. There are a lot of harf atf, wow, fa, thumma, saufa. So it is one of the harf atf. So if I remove this fa, what haraka will this hamzatul wasl have? Now count 1, 2, and 3. The third letter is Jim having a kasra. What is the rule? If the third letter has a fatha or a kasra, the hamzatul wasl will have a kasra. So it's irji'. Now, why I gave you this example is because ayn is having a kasra. So when you are reading in Quranic script, you may not recognize it as a command word because there is a kasra for the ayn here, and you will think it's not a command word. Why it has been given kasra instead of a sukoon here? Because in in the Arabic tajweed rule, no sukoons will come together. As there is a sukoon, it's a command word, it should have a sukoon here, and there is a sukoon on laam. And when the hamzatul wasl comes in between, we know that we have to omit this hamzatul wasl. So how can you read as farj? How will you read this two sukoons? So whenever two sukoons meet, the first sukoon is cancelled. The first sukoon is cancelled, and what happens? What happens? The first sukoon is cancelled, and instead of the sukoon, a kasra is given so that you can join your sound with the laam together. As it is, we need to omit hamzatul wasl. So, farji'il basara. To make a continuation in the recitation, that is the only purpose why kasra is given here. And when you will do lot of Arabic exercises and books and read lot of Quran, you will come to recognize the command words easily. So when you are new or beginner in grammar, it may seem confusing, but please relax. It will come slowly when you keep on revising, and you keep in touch with the Arabic studies and all books, Quran, lectures, or anything. You will come to know and you will memorize all these rules, inshallah. And what is happening here? Whenever you see hamzatul wasl is coming in between here, the fa is there. So what happens? We are omitting hamzatul wasl and directly from fa to ra. Farji'il basara. These are all tajweed rules actually, but it is a command word. So I just gave you an example in the Quran that it's not easy to recognize, but it does come when you study Arabic. It will come, inshallah. You will recognize them easily. The other one here I have given in Surah Muzammil, Wadhkurisma. Now this word is with the, actually it is with the dhamma. So the hamzatul wasl is doesn't have haraka here. So how are you going to do it? First count 1, 2, 3. The third letter is having a dhamma. So the hamzatul wasl starts with dhamma. So if there was no wow here, how will you read? Uzkur. And and as I have explained before, what's happening here, why there is a kasra? It's a kasra because usually it's a command word and it has a dhamma. Udhkur means to remember, and here ra is a sukun, has a sukun. And I know now, right now, in this lesson you read ism. Now this hamzatul wasl, it doesn't have any haraka. How do I know it has a kasra? Because we just now did the nouns which starts with a kasra. So this is from one of that special nouns that starts with kasra, ism. And when hamzatul wasl comes in between, we know that we have to omit it. So now two sukoons are meeting together, right? So the first sukoon is deleted and omitted. So the first sukoon is omitted here, and instead of the sukoon, a kasra is given here to uh, recite continuously. So what I'm doing? Wadhkurisma. Wadhkurisma. These are all tajweed rules. And what am I doing here? I am omitting the hamzatul wasl when I'm reading with wow and going directly to the wadhkurisma. But these are all tajweed rules actually. But if you see, this is a command word, uzkur. So these are the examples from the Quran. Now we will do sifa. As we learned and did in the previous lesson for masculines, it's the same. Sifa has the same rules. I will repeat. The first one is definiteness, nakira and marifa. Second is gender. You will see the gender. Third is the case, the harakas, and the fourth one is the definiteness, gender, case, and what is the fourth one? It is the case, gender, and definiteness, and number, whether it's the plural, singular, or dual. So we are doing the singular noun, so we are not doing plurals, so all the nouns here are singular actually. So let's see imra'atan. Now since there is nothing here, I will read with kasra, and you just now studied about the particular nouns which starts with kasra. So imra'atan mu'minatan. As you can see, mu'minatan is a sifa for imra'a. What kind of woman it is? She is a believing woman. So the harakas you can match. It is just the mirror image of the noun, previous noun. So you can match the harakas. You can match its indefinite. The sifa is also indefinite. If it's feminine, the sifa is also feminine. Tamarbuta, tamarbuta. And the gender and definiteness, this is singular, so the sifa is also singular. All the 4 points should be in matching with the sifa. So jannatin aliyatin, as you can see, the feminine noun, singular, singular, number and gender and nakira, nakira, everything is matching. You can match it. It is just a mirror image. So a lofty paradise. Al hayatu ad dunya. Why I'm reading separately? So that you can see that it has come with laam at taareef. So this is definite. This is also definite. Now there is one thing you should know here. One thing that you should know here is the ta marboota. You can see clearly here, but there is no ta marboota. Instead there is a long vowel alif. It is the dunya word is from among the seven particular not the seven, the nouns which are considered to be feminine. So these are the nouns from that are considered feminine. Al hayatud dunya. And how I'm reading, skipping the lam at tarif and directly to dal, because this lam is lam shamsiya, cannot be read. Al hayatud dunya ayatan bayyinatan. You can match nakira, nakira, feminine, feminine, singular, singular, fatatan, fatatan. Sama'un aliyatun. Now this is the sign of femininity, and this is also from the feminine nouns. So the sifa is coming with the feminine noun also. So nakira and nakira, damaten, and they are all singular. Ardin, this is also from the feminine nouns. Kabiratin. This noun is from the feminine nouns that are feminine from the meaning. Azimatun, the great mother. Al-ain, it is considered feminine. So now the ain here, when you come across the word ain, doesn't mean every time it's the eyes. As I told you, it has 5 meanings. So al-jariyah, jariyah means the continuously moving. As it yajri or jara in Arabic means to walk fast, to move fast. So from jara comes yajri. This is the present tense. Yajri means he walks fast, or he's slightly running. And from this verb jara comes jariya. This is moving or running. So ainun jariya, here the meaning is the spring, the water spring, the running water spring, the moving continuously, the water is flowing. So ainul comes directly to lam, ainul jariya. So these are the examples of adjectives in feminine. So now most important notes, important points. And this lesson is the word dunya is a sifa and it cannot have a dhamma, as you can see here. It's as al hayatud dunya. It is a feminine. It doesn't have a tamarbuta, doesn't have a haraka. Why? Because it has a long vowel, as we did in our the step-by-step book. All the long vowels. What are the long vowels? Waw, alif, and ya. I told you to memorize as y. It spells as y, English y. So you see the alif is from the long vowels, and they are long vowels in Arabic which does not carry any haraka. So you cannot put a haraka on this long vowel alif. It is totally prohibited. And if there is a haraka, we will just assume it, as in this case. If you come across this sifa and it is the word dunya with a long vowel, we cannot put a dhamma here. Never, because it's from the long vowel and it is the rule of the long vowel that it cannot carry any haraka. So how am I going to know that it has a dhamma here? Seeing the noun previously. If it has a dhamma, this is definitely is having a dhamma here. But I am not allowed to put a dhamma over there. Why? Because it is the long vowel. And this is what do you call in Arabic in this type of cases? We say dhamma in that case as estimated, assumed. You can also say as assumed, or in Arabic you can say muqaddara, where you are not allowed to put a haraka, but you will know that okay, there is a dhamma or there is a fatha or there is a kasra, but you're not allowed to put the haraka on it. In that case, you will say the haraka is assumed, the haraka is muqaddara. This point or this topic we will learn in the Arabs, that is in our third lesson, and that lesson is very important. That is the starting of the grammar, actually main grammar. So we will learn this case in our third lesson, inshallah. Then in the above examples, as you can see, sama'un, ard, and ain are feminine, but they do not have ta, buta. And the adjectives following them, aliyatun, kabiratin, azimatin, or jariya, all have a ta marbuta. Why? Because these all words are feminine by meaning or by considered as feminine. So we need to put the adjective, those are feminine for them. So that's why they don't have tamarbuta at the end. So now we come to the exercise. It's the same exercise that you have done in masculine noun. There is a table here. You need to make it into indefinite, and then you need to write the meaning. So meaning I will give you, and try to do the exercise yourself, inshallah. Al haya, the life, the life. And now sorry, it's not the life, actually. Al hayya, it's the hayya, it's the snake. And how you make the nakira, you need to write here hayatin, the life, this is life. Dunya, the world. It's very difficult to memorize the meanings, but this is the starting. That's how you build your vocabulary. The tree. And al-mubin, the clear. And naqa, the she camel, the she camel. And nafs is the soul. Ard, the land. And you can do all this, and the answers will be on the third lesson. And inshallah you can try doing it by yourself and check the answers on the coming video on the third lesson. The second exercise is translation. I know this will be difficult, but I will do this here. Tarjim or tarjimi, as this is command for male, this is command for female. Ilal Arabiya means translate this to Arabic, and try to follow the Arabic questions, not the English ones. Believing. So as I told you, you need to flip the Arabic sentence. Uh, Seeing the you know that whatever you will translate here will be nakira. So the noun comes first in Arabic and then the sifa. So first of all, when you see an English sentence, try to mark or everything. This is the sifa, this is the noun. So I start with the noun, okay, and I start from the left, right. So noun is girl, and what is girl called in Arabic? Bint. Bint. Bintun. Since it's a nakira, I will put a damatain. Bintun. Believing. Mu'min. And what kind of noun you will use? Because this is feminine by meaning. You will choose a feminine sifa. Mu'minatun. Mu'minatun. With a ta marboota. Now, second one is this. This is called hada in Arabic. A hand. Now, this is not in Arabic. We will cancel it. Seeing this, we know it's a nakira. What is hand called in Arabic? Yad. Do you remember yad is in pairs, and those body parts which is in pairs are considered to be feminine. So it's called yad. And seeing the we know it's a indefinite. So yadun. And what about this? Yes, what about this? This is the demonstrative pronoun. In Arabic, what is it? Hada, right? So, will you put hada, hada yadun, or what will you put? As this yad is a body part considered to be feminine and it is in pairs, what will you do? Yadun, it's in pairs, considered feminine. You will take the feminine demonstrative pronoun, hadihi. The evident sign. And what do you see here? The. So I know that the noun that starts in Arabic sentence is definite. Sign is actually the ayah. Ayah in Arabic. Ayah can mean a sign also and a sentence also. So here it means a sign. Ayah. And I know it is definite. Why? Because I can see the. And the sifa is evident. What do you call evident in Arabic? Bayyina. You can see this vocabulary in the examples and phrases. Bayyina. So I need to make this a definite phrase. So now al. And now you want to put this hamza, ayah. Ayatu al-bayyina. Ba-ya. And bayyina has a shadda. Bayyina. Noon and ta marbuta. Ayatu al-bayyinatu. So this is the translation. Al-ayatu al-bayyinatu. Now that means the far demonstrative pronoun. What is the far demonstrative pronoun for feminine? It's tilka. We did this, right? Tilka. And is then it's a indefinite. All right. So first we will put the demonstrative pronoun. Tilka. Tilka. A great tree. So the noun first. In Arabic, the noun comes first. Tree is shajaratun. Shajaratun. I'm putting a damatain. And what kind of tree it is? Great. So what is great in Arabic? Azimatun. عظيمة. So tilka shajaratun azimatun. The wife of Lut. Now the is the why is it given the wife of Lut? Now actually this is an idafa construction and I'm not going into detail right now. Idafa or the mudaf ilayh construction has whole lot of rules in it. So right now I will just translate it into Arabic, but I will not give you the details. Why is it not with al and why is it having a kasratain or anything? And this is not a sifa or anything. It is the wife of Lut. This is actually the of construction. That means the wife belonging to Lut alayhi salam. So I will just translate as im ra yes. When you refer the wife, you will put the open ta imra'atu sorry, imra'atu, it should be laam. Imra'atu lutin, ta and kasratain. Imra'atu lutin. So just for now, concentrate on this ta. It is an open ta referring to the wife of Lut. So it's imra'atu lutin. Now, after this exercise, this is also a very good exercise for the beginners. In this table, there are examples, and you can see here azimatu, azimata, and azimati. So, what is the meaning of the annarul azimati? The great azima means the great fire. What is the great fire actually? The fire of hell. An-nafsa al-mu'minata. An-nafsa. What is nafs? The soul, the believing soul. Okay, it is the B-E-L-I, believing soul. And the naqatil kabira, the big she camel. The big she camel. And Ain Jariya, running water spring. And I have not put the. Why? Because this is Nakira. Ummatun Muslimatun, a Muslim nation, and a running water spring. Jannatan Aliyatan is the a lofty paradise. A lofty paradise. So now these are actually in different cases here in kasratain, dhammatain, fathatain. So now you need to put the types. If it's a feminine or masculine, this lesson is on feminine. So all the words coming here are all feminine. So you put all feminine here. Al-adad, actually we are not doing plurals right now. We are only doing the singular now. So you will put all mufrad here. And yes, now you should recognize, is it a marifa or is it a nakira? As you can see, these are all nakira examples. So you will put whether it's a marifa or whether it's a nakira. And the haraka. What are the haraka? Please see at the end what are the harakas here. As I will just remove everything. Oh, sorry, the meaning. The great believing soul. So ummatun muslimatun has been given. So this is what you can do here in this exercise. Now exercise number 4, what does it have? Akmil means to complete. Complete. Be sifatin with adjective, right? And da, put. This is for female. Put haraka. Haraka means signs. Signs. على آخر, last letter. And write Write ma'na, the meaning. So let's do and put the adjectives here. Keep in mind the nouns. This is al-yad. Okay. Al-yad. And check the noun first. It's marifa. So any adjective you put here should be marifa. Al-yad. What kind of hand it is? How you want to describe the hand, as beautiful or big? So let's put beautiful. So al-yada, and check the haraka too. Al-yada, al, since it's in pairs, considered to be feminine. Jamilatun, jamilata, jamilata with the fatha, and al with the al. I have to make it as mirror. Al ummatu, al and feminine and the ma. Okay, keep in mind. Al ummatu azimatu, al azimatu, right? Al azimatu. I have to put a dhamma because it's a copy. Ayatin bayyinatin, bayyi with a kasra, natin. Ayatin bayyinatin. Ashamsi, all feminine. So ashamsi, ashamsi al kabirati, kabirati. Marboota, shams is considered feminine. Since it's marifa, you will have to take a marifa adjective. Imra'atin mu'minatin. Mu'minatin. And al-'adaba al-kabira, kabirata. And yes, it's not an feminine noun here. So this is not from the feminine noun, is it from the feminine noun or not? Can you remember? Is it from the feminine nouns or not? Al-adab, no, it's not from the feminine nouns. So it's a male noun. So anything you put here should be male. So what should I put? I will put the same noun here but without a ta marboota, just to explain you. Kabi, and what is the fatha? Sorry, what is the last sign? Fatha. Kabi ra. When it's male, simply make it a male sifa. Al-ibna. What is ibn? Ibn means son. So it's male. Al-ibna, whatever you want to put. Al-ibna tawila means tall. Tawil means tall. So tawila. And since it has a fatha, I have to put a fatha. And ad-darul qara. Darul qarar, or dar is considered to be feminine. So dar can be a house. So a dar, what can you put for the dar? Is al jamila, al jamila. And what is the haraka? Dhamma. Jamila. So this is basically to tell you or make you exercise on the rules of putting sifa for the nouns actually. So this is a very good exercise here. And now we do the exercise 5. This is akmil, means complete. Jadwal means table. The table, complete the table here. Now there are random words here, sirat, abd, and you need to put the meanings, and you have to put the pronouns, demonstrative pronoun for near, demonstrative pronouns for far actually, and this is for near and this is for the pronouns, right? So I will put the meanings here. Path, sirat, al-abd is the slave, actually it should be the slave. Imra'atan means woman. Jahannam, hell. Qadam, foot, it's a body part. Nafs is soul, considered to be feminine. Majid is the glorious. Yawm, day. And Al-Haya is the life. And Baqara is the cow. Keep in mind the Marifa ones, the cow. So you should put everything on your own. Exercise number 6. Uktub. How do I know I should read U? Because 1, 2, and 3 there is a dhamma. So you need to pronounce as uktub. Uktubi. Khamsa, 5. Kalimat, words. Muannath, feminine. Tantahi, ends. Be ta marboota, ends with ta marboota. So what are the 5 nouns? For example, shajara, shajara, shajaratun. Then it is the baqara, baqaratun. Then what else? It's the haqiba. Haqiba means the bag. Haqiba tun, bag. Baqara means cow. And shajara means tree. And what else? Imra. Imra'ah tun, woman. And what else is there? Baqara and what else? I don't remember the feminine nouns right now. Then Muslima, all with ta marboota, or mu'mina, anything. Now it's uktubi khamsa kalimat. Write the 5 words, muannas, feminine words. La tantahi means not ending. La is negation, not ending with ta marboota. So here we did with the nouns with the ta marboota. Now you have to write 5 those which are not ending with ta marboota. For example, ain, ainun, then yadun, yes, yadun, then samaun, samaun, there are a lot, and samaun, then there is sabil, right, sabil, and then there is shamsun. So there are so many, you can write anything here. So this is the end of the lesson of feminine nouns in Arabic. Alhamdulillah, it's completed now. Inshallah, I will be coming up with the 3rd lesson, and that's really very important. Before that, I would like to advise you all who are learning grammar, please go through the masculine nouns, please go through the feminine nouns, and please go through the rules of hamzatul wasl, hamzatul qata, the laam taareef, the writing rules of the command verbs, and the everything again and again before you proceed on to the coming videos. These are the small detailings that will help you to build your strong foundation for grammar. If you miss all these detailings, it will make a lot of confusion after in the coming lessons, because now with the 3rd lesson coming, we will start the Arab for the Quranic ayah, how you decide what harakas are coming and what the haraka tells us, that position of the particular noun. So this is actually the main grammar coming. So I would like to tell you, please go back and revise everything inshallah before you start with the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.